Hello, everybody. This is Deborah Mayers here. Just wanted to briefly uh, do a slash training, also word, combining the two on a subject that I really feel passionate about. One of the subjects, and that is attraction marketing. Now, we all know that we market ourselves in one way or another. For those of us who are married and have spouses, at one point we had to market ourselves to show this person that they were the best for us and that we were the best for them. So that took a real sales job. Marketing, the greatest marketer I can think of was Jesus Christ, because he was a marketer everywhere he went. And but his marketing strategy was attraction marketing. A lot of it came through the miracles he performed, by the people he surrounded himself with, drew those who had need of whatever he had to him. I was reading John 6:44 the other day, and this particular passage, well, a sentence in this passage just jumped out at me. I was trying to figure out a way to translate a strategy for my Christian brothers and sisters, or anybody in general. It works for anyone, secular or spiritual, who's seeking to transition into any type of networking or marketing, to give them a gentle, easy path, because it can be difficult. It can, if we let it, invoke some fear. So, with that being said, I was reading this particular passage in John 6:44. Let me remove some of these things off of my keychain. John 6:44 in this particular, and I'll show you the particular sentence that just jumped out at me, and I said, okay, there it is. John 6:44. And it simply says, I'll start at the beginning. For people can't come to me unless the Father who sent me draws them to me. Now, I stop right there because I'm not trying to teach any biblical message, or that this is a biblical principle. It's not a message. This is a simple principle that I saw. Now, what I glean from that is the Holy Spirit dwells in me as his child, as a child of God. Therefore, I should only draw people that the Holy Spirit is drawing to me. I hope that's clear. Because the Spirit dwells within me, my what I should be seeking should be, or my motivation should be, to draw only those people, not everybody, just the ones that the Spirit of God is sending to me through the Spirit of God, because of the Spirit of God that dwells in me. I hope that's clear. Now, we can take that same principle and transfer it over into the secular, so far as network marketing, direct sales, or just in general, in life in general. Because even in sharing the gospel message, the Holy Spirit is plain and is clear when he says that you can't come to me unless I draw you. So even in that realm, in the spiritual realm, we should still seek through the Holy Spirit that's in us to draw those to us that the Lord would have us minister to. So I saw that in regards to marketing our products, our business, and networking, on and on, because that's what Jesus did. Now, I'll get into the crux of this particular training slash teaching. Now, first of all, we should first of all be seeking out those individuals as we're doing our prospecting. Now, I know there are some people that say, "Oh, talk to everybody 50 feet and around," but see, that to me is stress. If they're ever, if you see anybody, it's like a moving target. You need to talk to that person, regardless of where you are, what you're doing. Now, God also says He came to give us peace. To me, that's not a peaceful existence. That's a lot of stress. So, seek out those individuals that are truly seeking a change in their lives or current circumstances. If you can just do that, that's more than 75% of the battle right there. Also, we get into the next portion: be a marketer, not a manipulator. Because, see, then we get into witchcraft. The spirit of control is witchcraft. So, as Christians, we don't want to try to coerce, persuade, or convince anyone that we have what they need. Because if they are the person God has sent across your path to prosper them or give them an income through your particular business or industry, they will recognize the value of what you're presenting to them. And this is why you need to be prayerful before you even start prospecting. You need to add the element of prayer, bringing the Lord into what you're doing. Not bringing Him in, but letting Him direct what you're doing. Because if you start trying to bring Him into anything that He's not authorized or orchestrating, that's a big problem right there. So you want to be prayerful in that. Now, as we go on to, okay, I've covered 1 and 2. Let's go to point number 3. As you gently, and I stress gently, present the product, business opportunity, etc. This is the beauty of it. If that person has a genuine need for your offer and God has truly sent the two of you across each other's path for such a time as this, in your life, they will let you know immediately, because a light will go off in their head that you'll see in their countenance, and you'll also hear it in their voice. You just have to be listening and watching and not talking into your own head about what you're going to say next and what you're going to do next. Just let God be in control. Now, if they're not interested, if this doesn't happen, just begin releasing that person, because it's going to be an awkward moment, but it's really up to you to begin to release them. And you just say something. This is very simple. All you say is, "I want to thank you for your time. I can see this is not something of value to you at this time. However, if you come across a friend, relative, or someone who is looking to make some life changes in the near future, I would appreciate it if you would pass the information on to them. Now, this covers a lot of territory, that statement, because number one, you're going to release, if there's a spirit of fear because of what you're presenting, trying to operate, that's going to release them from that. Then the other thing is going to happen. They're going to begin to go back and thinking, well, maybe do I, they're going to start second guessing as to whether or not, but well, maybe I do I need this? Or they'll start thinking about it seriously because they'll see you're not just another salesperson coming to pressure them into getting something that you need for yourself. This will show them that you're really thinking and putting them ahead of yourself. You're thinking about them first. Another thing this will do, they may, it may come to their mind that they actually have a relative or someone who they know is in dire straits right now, or someone who is looking for an opportunity. Had this happen a couple of years ago, I approached this lady. She wasn't interested in the particular business I was doing. And I was handing out flyers that day. And so she gave, first she handed the flyer back to me and said she wasn't interested. And then it was like, when I said, oh, okay, well, if someone that has, a need right now for business or, some extra income, just, pass it on to them. And I saw her face change. She said, oh, you know what? I know exactly the person that I'm going to give this to. And I think the way it ended up, it was her son or someone was really close to her. And she walked away with a peace in her heart that, she hadn't offended me. And we were okay. And she actually did give the information. I think it was to her son. So that's what that covers. Just by that simple statement, it's going to bring everything full circle. Because at that point, either they'll switch, their countenance will switch, and they'll realize, well, maybe I do need this. The conversation will become more relaxed. And if they don't, they'll take it graciously and pass it on to somebody else. What this does is, this is not all encompassing because there's people out there that know a lot more about attraction marketing than I do. But the means by which they deliver it it can be a scary ride. So I felt my position at this point was just to let my fellow Christians and brothers and sisters and anybody else that's interested in knowing how to do this gently, because the way of our economy and everything, the way everything's headed right now, senior citizens, people like that, are into trying to get into, another form of income or some additional income. They may not be computer literate, savvy. They might have never attempted any type of marketing or sales. Is a way for them to ease into it gently. I have a lot of things that I could go into, but this is just basic to just get somebody started right now in talking to people. I'm going to add some other training or slash videos on, just gently easing your way into marketing, network marketing, MLM if you've never done it. And it'll give you a means of just getting started, because that's the hardest part. Just get started. There's so many things you can do offline. I've set flyers in different places. I've actually gotten people signed up just from a flyer, and I'll go into that at some point. Not with this. This is just something to start you out thinking about ways that you can just ease into this without having it being a traumatic experience. because it's great once you get going, but the hardest part is taking that first step. And this can be a tool that you can use toward the first step. So, with all that being said, God bless you. I'll talk to you guys soon. And you can also find information on my Facebook page, Team Support, which is for anybody and any company can use this information, because I realize there's a lot of people in my generation, the baby boomers, we're kind of trapped in being too young for the older generation and too young for the older generation. And we're trying to find our way. But hopefully, with this type of information, this will help in transitioning to another career, another income, whatever it may be. With all that being said, God bless you guys. I'll talk to you real soon. Have great success.